Now the new music sounds strange. Big city dreams, but a small town kid. I had to take a chance, had to do what I did. Yes, I had to fucking try, I don't even know why, but I really had faith that I'ma do it big. Now Team Henny, yeah, I promise that's a crew. Been trying to change the world, hope the message get through. Yes, you've been down from the start, so I love you in my heart. So if it's the last thing you do, just put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you're trying to live a dream, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Living life, wanna know what it means. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you're riding with the team, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yo, started with a vision, now I hope they all see that money buys things, but love is all free. I went and put maps on my back, west side to be exact. Now I'm up like I'm drinking coffee. I had to feel lost just so I could find my purpose. Memories are priceless and prices are worthless. Realized every single one on this earth is rich when you have something that they can't purchase. Speaking for the people who ain't even got a voice, I know it feels sometimes you ain't got a choice. Yeah, now you feel stressed, but realize you're really blessed, and this is just a testing, you can rejoice. Yes, Team Henny, yeah, I promise that's a crew. Been trying to change the world, hope the message get through. Yes, you've been down from the start, so I love you in my heart. So if it's the last thing you do, just put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They don't understand. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Cause they wanna make me land. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But I still never ran. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Put your hands up. Promise you won't let me go. Put your hands up. Going where they never go. Put your hands up. Promise you won't let me go. Put your hands up. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Put your hands up to the sky. Promise you won't let me go. We don't got, we multiply. Going where they never go. Making paper like Michael, I'm feeling like a boss. Never took a break, not Rachel and Ross. They've been too biased, they can get cross. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name, Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can deny. Yes, I've been cooking in a lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah. A legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say. Everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dough, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah. A legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say. Everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show.
Up, motherfucker.
Hold up, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round,
the
real
people
quick.
that are in those training rooms with him know how good
Because
he
he
is.
just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me,
They're
I thought he was a con
they're-
artist.
no, they're-
just based off his look.
They're at edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Monday, October 11th, 2021. Had a big weekend of sports. We'll talk about that. Talk about today's games. Got some MLB playoff games tonight. Talk about that. Got a big football game tonight with the Indianapolis Colts taking on Baltimore Ravens. We'll jump into that, and I'll give you my thoughts and picks on that. Hope everybody had a great weekend. All right. Check the sound and everything real quick. All right. Good morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Like I said, here on Monday, October 11th, 2021. Don't forget, Easy Money is live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We run a little bit behind today, but we're usually live at 11. Also, you can find GSR Gonzo Sports Room at 1 p.m. Eastern on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on this same channel. And it's also on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about our shows at. You can find Easy Money and GSR Gonzo Sports Room both at podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. All right, let's we'll get started today. You can find Easy Money and GSR. We'll start with some Major League Baseball. Let's go through tonight's playoff matchups, and then we'll move over and talk some NFL Monday Night Football. All right, first game baseball today. You got the Milwaukee Brewers against the Atlanta Braves. This series is tied at 1-1. The Brewers are -1.5 on the run line, -102 on the money line. The Braves are -116 on the money line. Over/under for this game is at 8. This right here, they got almost a pick 'em. You have Peralta on the mound for the Brewers. You have Anderson on the mound for the Braves. The Brewers have a real good pitching staff. First game, they shut out the Braves. Second game, the Braves was able to basically shut them out. So this has been a good series. For the Brewers tonight, you have Peralta on the mound. Peralta has a 2.81 ERA. The Braves have Anderson on the mound. Anderson has a 3.62 ERA over his last 6 starts. I favor the Brewers here, even though they're on the road. I like the pitching matchup. Peralta's a good swing and miss pitcher. He'll get you 0-2, then throw you that slider that looks like it's going to be a strike. He'll get a lot of swing and misses out of the zone. And the Braves strike out more than any team in baseball. I think Peralta will be able to limit the Braves' offense tonight. I like the Brewers here at the -102 on the money line. Next baseball game. This game's okay. Excuse me. The Braves and Brewers start at 109 Eastern. I like the Brewers at the minus 102 money line, and I like the under the 8. I think it's going to be another low scoring game, maybe like 3-2, 2-1. Could be that's what I'm seeing, another real low scoring game. So I like the under the 8 on there. Next game we have is the Houston Astros at the Chicago White Sox. This game starts at 3:30 p.m. White Sox are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 130 money line. Astros are plus 110 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9. You have Urquidy on the mound for the Astros and Rondon on the mound for the White Sox. First game in the series, Houston put it on them. I'm pretty sure this is. Hold on, let me check something real quick. I think the series is this game 3. They started. I want to make sure before I tell you guys the wrong thing. Let me make sure real quick. No, that's what I thought. Houston leads the series 2-1. Houston won the first 2 games in Houston. White Sox won game in Chicago. This will be game 4 of the series. Houston's up 2-1 in the series. All right. Urquidy's had a good year. I like the White Sox here for 2 reasons. One, they have their ace on the mound, Rondon. He's been solid all season, and they're at home. Their offense, for some reason, they hit the ball way better at home. I look for the White Sox to win tonight, tie the series back up at 2-2, and they'll go back to Houston for the game 5. But yeah, I like the White Sox at the minus 130 on the money line. All right, next baseball game we have today. Oh, and I like the under the 9 in this White Sox Astros game. I think the Astros are gonna have trouble hitting Rondon. So I like the under the 9. Next game you have is the Tampa Bay Rays at the Boston Red Sox. All right. This series is Boston leads this series 2-1. This game will be at 7:00 tonight. The Rays have not announced a pitcher yet. The Red Sox are going to have Rodriguez on the mound. The Rays are minus 1.5 on the run line. Minus 108 money line. The Red Sox are minus 108 money line as well. They basically have this game as a pick 'em. Over under is at 9. Boston's offense, especially at home, can really get going. The Rays this is a must-win game for the Rays. I'm figuring they're probably going to start. I think they would start McClanahan. I think would be whose start it should be, unless he's hurt. Let me look back real quick. But if I remember right, yeah. Game 1 of this series was McClanahan against Rodriguez. So I would expect that McClanahan's probably going to make this start, especially being that this is a must-win game for the Rays. But Rodriguez has a 4.74 ERA, This will be his sixth time facing the Rays. He's had mixed results. He's had good games against them, and he's had games where the Rays have pounded him. McClanahan's been solid against the Rays. If that's who the Rays, against the Red Sox, if that's who the Rays end up starting tonight. Going into the last game in 16 innings versus Boston this season, he had a 2.81 ERA. He pitched well against them. The game that he pitched last week, he did pitch good against the Red Sox. That's who I'm expecting the Red Sox to have on the mound tonight. I mean, this is a winner go home game, so unless he's hurt, that's who. You got to put one of your best guys out there. That's for sure. So I like the. I'm gonna go with the Rays tonight. I think the Rays are gonna even the series up, force a game 5. And I'm gonna go under the 4. No, I'm gonna go over the 9. I'm gonna go over the 9 here. I can see these two teams battling it out. Two offenses that can definitely get going. All right, next game. Got one more baseball game tonight. Got a full slate of baseball game tonight. Baseball today. Plus, we got Monday Night Football. So, if you're a sports fan, there's quite a bit on to watch tonight. And I think there's some more NBA preseason stuff for NBA fans out there that like watching the preseason. Okay, you have the San Francisco Giants at the Los Angeles Dodgers. This game starts at 9:38 p.m. And you have Alex Wood against Max Scherzer. The Dodgers are -1.5 on the run line, -220 money line. The Giants are +184 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 7.5. And I believe that this is a pitching rematch of Game 1 of this series. Excuse me. This series is tied at 1-1. Okay. Yeah, this series is tied at 1-1, and I'm pretty sure, like I was saying, this is a. Let me look real quick. But this right here is also a pitching rematch from the other day. Okay, that was after they hit the 2-run homer. Let me. I might not be able to find it. If I can't find it real quick, we'll just move on. I could have swore this is a pitch. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the pitching matchup the other day, and Wood has had a good season. He pitched good against the Dodgers earlier in this. Scherzer, he struggled his last few starts. His last few starts of the year, he's gave up like four or 5 hits. He's been giving up runs. He gave up three or 4 runs the other day, and they end up winning that game. But they haven't lost. Wait, they've only what? No, they haven't lost one of his starts. He hasn't started in this series. He started in the wild card game. For the Dodgers against Wainwright. That was the game I'm thinking about, and gave up. Was out of that game in the 3rd inning. So Scherzer has not been pitching well. I like the Giants, or I lean toward the Giants here. But I don't know if I want to. I like the Giants here at the +1.5 on the run line, and I like the over the 7.5 here. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Giants. I lean toward the Giants winning outright, but I feel more comfortable with the +1.5, and I also like the over in this game. All right, that's all the baseball games for tonight. All the playoff games. You got 4 baseball games. Should be some good, real good games. I'll give out my official picks on them here when we get more toward the end of the show. All right. Now we'll move to get ready to move to some Monday Night Football. Before we do that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back, and we'll jump into this Monday Night Football. But don't forget, Easy Money is live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live at 1 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us for that. We'll be live today right around 1, maybe just a little after. Got a big show today. Talk about all the NFL action yesterday. Talk about the fights over the weekend. Talk about Fury knocking out Wilder again. So come join us for that. You can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about the shows at. We post our daily picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show, get posted on there. All of our announcements about upcoming shows. So follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Gonzo Sports Room. Also, go check out our YouTube page. We got a lot of content on there. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We'd really appreciate it. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, bunch of different things. We have an Easy Money shirt hanging up back here. We got a GWR Gonzo Wrestling Room shirt. New shirt just came out just dropped last night. So make sure you go check that out. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes, and we'll jump into this the Monday Night Football. See you in just a couple minutes.
Chris about to get slapped up, bro. Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit. Chris's back is messed up. Bro, he just got lit up. I didn't go down there. I ain't going down there, bro.
I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level and can compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer where he could prove that he can box at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren, and I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pounding them somewhere they're on the ground. He wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top level boxer yet. Fight fight a mid-level boxer everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that, but just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that, hey, can strike. I think Woodley's going to knock Paul's head off. I think Woodley is going to have too much power for him. I think Woodley has enough striking that he's going to be able to compete with him. I don't think Jake Paul's going to beat Woodley, but I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in seeing it on it's next Sunday night. Coon Dog's in the house. Just the Coon Dog have another trick up his sleeve like he did earlier.
He always does.
Who is this? Who has the balls? Who has the balls to interrupt the Coon Dog? Can you tell me that, Steve? Who has the balls? Who the hell is this? He don't look like the king. He looks like a... I think he kind of looks like a chump.
Who is this guy? Why his son's in a tux?
What is going on here? Do I need to go down there and help the Coon Dog out?
I'm thinking so.
I'll go down there and I'll give him a big elbow. He said he's a king, but he don't look like a king to me.
What kind of king is this?
The Burger King.
Wanna be Stone Cold?
That's the Burger King right there.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is up with the two dudes in the suits.
I know. What's up with the Harry Potter looking dudes?
Oh shit, the lights went off. The lights are out. What's going on? Oh!
What is going on? Yo, what the hell?
What the hell's going on? We have no light.
Get out of here,
We have
Bears
no
out.
light.
Put you in your place like Phil. Call Miss Keaton. I'm going for the kill. Tim Taylor flows, y'all people know the drill. Or act out of character.
All right, welcome back to the show, Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, October 11th, 2021. We just got done talking about the Major League Baseball playoff games tonight. Went through those, broke those down. Now we're going to jump over to the Monday Night Football game tonight, and then we'll jump in and look at the early lines for the NFL for Week 6. But all right. All right, tonight, Monday Night Football. Why is that doing that? Oh, okay. I know why. But all right, Monday Night Football tonight. We have the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. As you can see, looking around here, we're from Indiana. We're big Colts fans. Speaking of that, we will be live tonight at 8 p.m. with a live watch along and reaction to the Colts Ravens game. So come join us for that tonight. Should be 3 or 4 of us in here. It should be a fun and entertaining time. But all right, you got the Colts at the Ravens. The Ravens are 7-point favorites. They're minus 340 on the money line. The Colts are plus 275 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 46.5. I know the Colts are 1-3, and that the Ravens are 3-1. But I like the Colts, and I like the Colts plus the 7 here. I think the Colts are going to win this game outright. But if they do lose, I think it'll be like a field goal, be within 7. I think the key for the Colts tonight is the offensive line has to play better. If the offensive line can play better and we can get our running game going a little bit, get our running game going some, I think we're going to have a lot of success against the Ravens. The Ravens defense is decent, but they're not. At the top of the league like they are normally. They rank 12th. Ravens rank 12th in total defense, so they're a little bit above average. But one thing that has hurt with the Colts is that we ain't been able to, our offensive line hasn't been healthy. We've had Nelson out. Smith is out again tonight. So we're going to our offensive line is going to have to come together and play better. And then our defense is going to have to start playing more like they did last year. They looked better against the Dolphins, but that's the Dolphins too. So we'll see how they look tonight. But I know you can say I'm a homer. That's the only reason I'm picking the Colts because I'm a big Colts fan. Hey, you can have your opinion on it. I like the value here at the +7. I think this is going to be a good game. I think the Colts are starting to find their rhythm. Carson Wentz is getting healthy. His ankles are getting healthier. He hasn't played bad, really terrible all season. But key for the Colts tonight is every time we get in the red zone, we can't be kicking field goals. We have to score touchdowns. We can't settle for 3 all the time. Now that don't mean instead of kicking a field goal, go for it on every 4th down either, because Frank Reich will do that sometimes. He gets carried away sometimes, but no, that means we have to make plays when we get in the red zone. That's one thing the Colts have struggled with. I think T.Y. is eligible to come back next week. I think that'll help the offense some too, because then defenses have to scheme for him a little bit, and that can help free up other guys. Right now, with no real number 1 receiver, it's easier for the defenses to cover, so it's harder for our receivers to get open. Without having that number 1 go-to guy, the defense really don't have anybody right now that they have to double team or they have to really scheme for or be scared of. So we need some. Don't get me wrong. Pittman Jr.'s had a pretty decent season. He stepped up some, but we need somebody. We need somebody to really step up. I think that happens tonight. I like the Colts in this game. I think Taylor had a good game running the ball last week. I think they're going to be able to get Taylor going again. Plus, I know the Colts have a sour mouth about how this game went last year. They were playing good, then they fumbled the ball, and then they just fell apart and ended up getting beat pretty good by the Ravens. Should be an interesting Monday Night Football game tonight. I know I'm looking forward to it. I like the Colts here at the +7. And I'm going to say over 46.5. I think both teams are going to be able to score some points here. I like the over the 46.5. I like the Colts at +7. Should be a fun Monday Night Football game tonight. Like I said, come join us. We will be live for live watch along and reaction. We'll be live at 8 p.m. tonight right here on this channel. So come join us for that. All right, let's look ahead at the early lines for NFL for next week. I'll put out my NFL power rankings either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll put out this week's power rankings. But all right, going into Week 6 in NFL, Thursday night game is the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Philadelphia Eagles. Bucks are 7. As of right now, the Bucks opened up as 7-point favorites, minus 300 on the money line. Over/unders at 51.5 right now for that game. Eagles came back yesterday and got a big win, but I like the Bucks in this game. Bucks offense finally got back on track yesterday. Yeah, it could have been because of who they were playing as well, but Tom Brady went off yesterday, 5 touchdown passes. Then you have the Dolphins at the Jaguars. The Dolphins are 3.5-point favorites and minus 190 on the money line. Jags opened up at plus 160 on the money line. Over/under for this game is at 45.5. I don't know. Neither one of these teams have been great. The Jags have been close to getting the win, but haven't been able to do it yet. The Dolphins just. I would lean toward the Dolphins here at the 3.5, but that might be a game I'd stay away from. And that's a game. That's a London game as well. That game's at 9:30 in the morning. That's a London game, so neither team are at home. I don't know. I think I'll lean toward the Dolphins, but the Jags have been playing a little bit better. Then you have the you have the Texans at the Colts. The Colts are 10-point favorites as of right now. So open up as 10-point favorites. Minus 550 on the money line. Over unders at 42.5. I like the Colts in this game. 10 points. I don't know if I would lay 10 points. But it's early in the week. We'll see what the Colts look like tonight, and then go from there. But hey, Texans played pretty good yesterday, and O'Mills had a good game. Then you have the Packers at the Bears. Packers opened up at 4.5-point favorites, minus 215 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 45. I lean toward the Packers here. Packers won a wild, crazy game with the Bengals against the Bengals yesterday in overtime. That game was crazy. You had in the last 2 minutes of the game, you had like five missed field goals. Or in the last 2 minutes of the game and in overtime, you had like 5 missed field goals, interception. Yeah, 5 missed field goals, an interception. It was crazy. Packers ended up pulling out the win. I like the Packers here against the Bears. Bears defense played real good yesterday against the Raiders. Slowed that offense, controlled that whole game. I think Green Bay will be able to score some points here. I like the Packers. 4.5. I think is actually not a bad number. The number might go up a little bit as the week goes on. Next game is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Washington Football Team. They have the Chiefs as 6.5-point favorites to open up. Over under for this game is at 54.5 right now. I favor the Chiefs in this game. I think the Chiefs will win the game. I don't know if I'd lay 6.5 the way the Chiefs defense has been playing. The Chiefs defense is just not playing. They're not playing very well at all right now, and Mahomes is, I think, pressing and trying to do a little too much, and he's being a little unrealistically careless with the ball. I lean toward the Chiefs, but that's a game that I would that their defense is what worries me there. Then you have the Vikings at the Panthers. The Panthers open up as 1.5-point favorites here. Panthers had the control of that game, most of that game yesterday with the Eagles. They ended up falling apart and losing. The Vikings got a big win yesterday. I kind of lean toward the Vikings here, especially if Christian McCaffrey is still out. I'll wait till I see the injury report before it's still way too early to place bets yet, but unless you just see a number that you really like. But the Vikings at plus 1.5 or even at plus 102 doesn't sound too bad, especially the way the Panthers have been playing. If the Panthers don't have C-Mac, then you have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Baltimore Ravens. The Chargers are the Ravens open up as 3.5-point favorites over the Chargers. Chargers are really. They got the Chargers as underdogs on the road against the Ravens. All right. Over-unders at 50.5. Chargers came off a shootout yesterday against the Browns. They won that game. They're 4-1. Ravens are 3-1 going into tonight's Monday night game. I think the Chargers are right up there as the best team in football. The Ravens have, they've looked good, but they've also, I don't think their defense is is as good as it has been. I think the Chargers will win this game outright. I can't believe that they're underdogs here. I really like the Chargers here at the plus 146 on the money line. I look for this number to change quite a bit, but damn, I can't. I know the Ravens are at home, but 3.5-point favorites. Keep an eye on that spread there. That's a game that surprises me there. Bengals at the Lions. You got the Bengals open up as 3.5-point favorites over the Lions. Over under is 47.5. I lean toward the Bengals here, but I don't want to lay 3.5. If it got down to three or 2.5, I would definitely be all over the Bengals. But hey, Lions have been close to getting that win. They're playing hard for Dan Campbell, so I wouldn't count the Lions out just yet. It's took a 64 or 66-yard field goal and then a 50-yard field goal to beat the Lions the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, they've been right there. Then you have the Rams at the Giants. Rams are 10.5-point favorites. I like the Rams here at the 10.5, especially if Daniel Jones is still out. And it didn't look good. He got a concussion yesterday. He stood up, tried to walk, fell back down. He was so that's something to keep an eye on. Giants were playing good yesterday. Jones was playing a good game up to that point. But yeah, if Mike Glennon is starting for the Giants in this game, I like the Rams. I like the Rams here big time. Now, if Jones starts, I still like the Rams, but if the Giants have Jones and Saquon both back, I mean, that makes a difference. I don't know if I'd lay the 10.5 then. Like I said, I like the Rams to win this game, but yeah, without Saquon and Jones, I definitely would lay to the 10.5 with the Rams. Over unders at 47.5 there. I like the over that. This next game's a game I think is going to be a hell of a game next week. You have the Arizona Cardinals at the Cleveland Browns. Cardinals pulled out a tough win yesterday against the 49ers. Cardinals offense struggled yesterday, but their defense played good. Score points. They were in a fucking shootout against the Chargers. Came up short. The Browns is 2.5-point favorites here at home. This is going to be a good game. I'll have to keep an eye on this spread, but man, do a little more research on, look at the numbers a little more. But man, this is going to be a good game. Arizona's been playing good. Cleveland's been playing well. I think Arizona's defense might be playing a little bit better than Cleveland's right now, so that'd be something I'd look into. Yeah, it should be a fun game to watch. Then you have the Raiders at the Broncos. Raiders got out to a 3-0 start. Have lost their last 2 games. Kind of looking like the Raiders of the last 2 seasons now. Get out to a hot start. Look like you're going to be a contender and then fall apart. They play the Broncos, who the same thing has happened to. They won their first 3 games and have not been able to win their last 2 games after getting beat up. They got beat by Pittsburgh yesterday. Over-unders at 44.5. This is a division game, so that even makes it. I would lean toward the Raiders at the +3. Now, if it got to like 3.5, then I probably wouldn't take it. But I like the Raiders here at the +3. Cowboys and Patriots. They have the Cowboys as 4-point favorites. I like the Cowboys in this game. I think their offense is just going to be a little too much for the Patriots. Then the Sunday night game is the Seattle Seahawks at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are 4.5-point favorites against the Seahawks. And that's because Russell Wilson's out for 4 to 8 weeks. If not, the Seahawks would definitely have been favored in this game. With Geno Smith playing quarterback for the Seahawks, and they haven't had a great running game. I would lean towards the Steelers here at the -4.5. And then on Monday Night Football next week, you get the Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans. Buffalo coming off a big win last night against Kansas City, where they just looked dominant. Bills looked good. Titans got a win yesterday against the Jags. Weren't always the prettiest, but they got it done. I like Buffalo here. Buffalo's right up there as one of the best teams in the league. Might be the best team in the AFC. I like Buffalo at the -4.5. All right, that's the look ahead for the for NFL to next week. Like I said, we'll get into those games more as the week goes on. I think other than some NBA preseason games, all we really have on tonight is the Major League Baseball playoffs and the Monday Night Football for NFL. Do have one college game tomorrow night. You got Appalachian State at Louisiana Lafayette. So we'll talk about that game a lot. We'll break that game down tomorrow for Easy Money right here at 11 a.m. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, with Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're giving out winners. Come join us. Please hit those follow buttons, the like buttons, the subscribe buttons on whatever platform you're watching on. Go check out our YouTube page as well. We got a lot of stuff on there. We just broadcasted live from DCCW Harvest Havoc 3 last Sunday. If you missed that, if you're a pro wrestling fan, you missed that show, go watch. It was a great show. WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi was there. WWE legend The Boogeyman. WWE legend Head Shrinker Samu was there. You don't want to miss. That's something you really don't want to miss.
Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy.
Yeah, it was a great show, especially for a independent show. So, and then also, oh yeah, but it's a great show. Also, it's broke down in between matches. Go check it out. Don't forget, this Thursday live at 5:30 p.m. we're gonna have DCCW owner and wrestler the ladies' man Mike King. He's been in the wrestling business for like 16, 17 years. Should be a great show, so make sure you join us for that. Also on Friday, we're going to have another special guest. We're going to have Khan, the director, Hollywood House. He's a podcast host. His podcast has been in the top 200 on Apple Podcast. He's also a pro wrestling manager. Great at what he does. It's going to be a big show. You don't want to miss that show either. So make sure you join us for those. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's where I post everything about our shows. That's where we post all of our daily picks for Easy Money after we give them out on this show. And I'm glad I just said that because wait a minute. Before we get out of here, I got to give you guys my picks of the day. I got ahead of myself here. All right. Before we leave, let me give it. All right, my picks of the day. I'm gonna give since there's only the basically 5 games a day, 4 baseball and 1 NFL game. I'm gonna give you guys a pick for every game today. Let's see, I like the Brewers money line over the Braves. I like the White Sox money line over the Astros. I like the Rays money line over the Red Sox. I like the Giants money line over the Dodgers. And I like the Colts +7 against Baltimore tonight. So my picks of the day, Brewers money line, White Sox money line, Reds money line, Giants money line, and the Indianapolis Colts +7. All right. I'm almost made a mistake, got out here without doing that. But yeah, make sure you follow us on social media. That's where I post all that stuff at. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. You can find me at Chris D. Gonzalez on Facebook or Chris Gonzalez at Gonzalez Sports on Twitter. Also, don't forget, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, here real soon we have a new wrestling podcast we'll be coming out with here real soon. GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room, so be on the lookout for that. We appreciate all the support. We will see you guys hopefully here in about 40 minutes at 1 p.m. for GSR Gonzo Sports Room, and then later tonight for the Colts game. If not, we'll see you right here again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. for Easy Money, a sports betting show. Please hit the like, follow, subscribe buttons. Tell a friend about us. We appreciate your support. Have a great Monday. Peace.